Randi Rain here, and I have more Botoys. These are the PyroBots and the ForceBots, or whichever you want to call them. I don't even know about this one, but it's neon. So these need work. Let me show you. This is
Robot Garage.
So last week I showed the Botoy Saturn Robot. Now it pretty much has the insides of these, but there is some differences. These are the ForceBots, PyroBots. I don't know what this one is actually called. It doesn't really have a name. I don't know, but I do have a few of these. Now these are broken as well, and I'm going to fix the insides, but only enough to show you the difference between this one. I'm really going to focus more on this video on the outside, remaking this one. This one definitely needs some pieces made, and they're this neon. So let's get started. So let's first have a look at this one. This is a gold PyroBot. Now I already have a gold one, but this one's a ForceBot. It also has a blue chest light with a yellow headlight, where this one has the yellow chest light and this one has a blue headlight. But I do have another PyroBot that is exactly the same, except it's silver. But who cares, right? When I got this one, it was missing all of these little pieces here. This one and these. So I pulled out my bag of Botoy parts, and I had two back pieces. This one was already there, and I had one of these, but it's the same one. It's not this one over here. But I have a mold for all of these pieces. There's also supposed to be two rockets on the top. Well, I have a mold for that. And this one is very, very broken inside. Now, as for this one, it had the front two pieces, but it's missing one of the back ones. And it's this neon UV green here. That's going to be challenging. It's also missing a rocket up here. So it needs another black rocket right here. And it's missing one of these ear pieces. Now this I don't have a mold for, so I'm going to have to make a mold for that one. And with this moving and this moving like that, there's obviously a lot broken inside this one as well. Okay, so the hardest part is going to be figuring this out, because I have some UV green pigments for the plastic. And you're supposed to use like 325, which is a clear plastic. And I've been playing around with it and made some of these, and you can see it's translucent. That I don't want. I want it to be opaque like this. Now if I used a white plastic, I would have problems because the color I mix it is going to be lighter than this, and it's such a problem. So what I want to find a way is to make this stuff opaque and still retain the same amount of pigmenting, if that makes sense. Just a pinch of green. Now let's add some of this white. I'm liking that. And I'm going to do this one in my pressure pot. So while that's curing, I'm going to make some of these rockets. I need two gold rockets. Take some of this gold powdered pigment. It's actually bronze, but close enough. For the plastic, I'm using Onyx Fast, if you can see it in there. And not to waste any, go ahead and put it down in here. I probably will need one of these. These are for the arms. Okay, I need to mold this piece, so I'm starting off with some clay. So I want to get a thin layer over the whole thing. And now I want to put it in the vacuum chamber like this. Now I can go ahead and add the rest of this. And back to the vacuum chamber. You can barely even tell. I'm just going to go with one. Alright, it's time to make these things work. Yep, that one's broken. This one's maybe still good. That one's cracked. That one's cracked. Now, if you watched my last video on the Saturn Robot by Botoy, you'll see this part is different. The shaft just poked through. These have this thing. And they're on both sides. And what that does, it allows you to take this all off. I think this is a better design. Here's the noise maker. That gear's sometimes split as it was last time, but those look fine. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. This switches the lights, and you can see it's cracked just like these arm things. Okay, I need to take these off. They're broken, but they still stick pretty good, but I'm going to replace them. I need to take this one off. This has to come off. This guy's cracked. Okay, I have the mold for that piece. Better go ahead and make some more of these as well. So while that's curing, I need to look at this. This gear is sliding. That's because it's got a crack in it. Well, crap, I don't have that gear, and I don't have a mold for that. So I guess I have to make one. Time to vacuum. That looks good. I can pour the rest. And I just realized this gear is cracked as well. But I have one the same tooth configuration. I think I can make that work. Okay, see if that... Okay, these are all in pretty bad shape, but I think I got it. I think it'll last. Okay, well, putting it back together and trying it, the switch just disintegrated. Here's some pieces, here's some pieces. Okay, let's come back to this one. That gear down there looks to be pretty good. Now all these gears, I'm going to say that one's bad. I think that one's bad. Of course this one has a split in it as well. And then if we open this up, it's split as well. Okay, let's see how this one looks. Okay, that's broke. This one has that same type of thing here. I don't like this. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have that. This is like the Saturn Robot. Jeez. Yep, this is just like the Saturn. Has that same little piece here. But so far, the gears look good. None of these seem to be split. That one down there is split, though. Okay, so here's how that switch works. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I came up with this. I need to fix this corrosion here. Okay, both of these broke. I have to fix those. This stuff with the CLR works really well. That's less than a minute in there. And it's already like that. Still some on the back. Okay, so I made some of these. That looks good. Okay, so go ahead and take this off right now. because I have one of these. Okay, so I put batteries in and you turn it on. This light's not working and I think it's burnt out. Either way, I'm going to replace it. Alright, that works. It's the only 3-volt light bulb I have, so. Okay, so before I would do anything, it's this head is broke here. And then this piece down here. And there's a piece here. And while I'm doing this, I should go ahead and put the new rocket on top. Glue it in place. Put this in here. Then this slides in here. This goes and turn it on. There we go. So I can get this arm in. And now I should be able to put this on. That's working. Okay, so now I just need the 2 earpieces and this one will be done. Okay, so here's that mold. Okay, so back to this one. Here's my little double throw switch. That fits in that. I think if I just glue it into place like there. Maybe that will work. I think I got it working. Okay, before I put it together, I need to put the rockets on here. Huh, looks like somebody tried to glue that. So here's the gear that I made. Fits on there nice and tight. Okay, so technically they work, but technically they're still a piece of junk. So these are in pretty bad shape, especially this one. My goodness, this one needed a lot of work, but hey, it actually does work. It does change lights and do everything it needs to do, but whatever. I have plenty of these things. Well, I hope you found that enjoyable. If you did, please give it a like. I want to thank these people right here. Those are patrons. If you want to become a patron, blah, 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 go to the Patreon link below. There are perks. But that's going to be the last of the Botoys for a while, that's for sure. That was...
Randy Robot Garage.